Am I the asshole? For asking my Bill why he thinks I removed his wife from the extended family signal chat. We have a family signal group, the members are my wife F53, me M57, Phil M78, Mil F77, Bill M51, Sil F49. So I get a message from Bill asking us to add his wife Sil back into the group as he says she was removed. I'm the admin and I certainly didn't remove her, so I post a screenshot of the group membership showing that she's there and ask him why does he think I'd remove her? So he says that my wife his sister removed him from her Facebook friends and he thought this was connected. I just say that I have no reason to remove anyone and the only reason he's not on her friends list is because she's downsizing and removed a bunch of other people as well. Basically saying to not take it personally. BTW she unfriended him months ago and we've met each since then at family gatherings so he's had plenty of opportunity to bring it up if it's such a big deal to him. So he says say no more, delete me from this chat also. I say very mature mate. He asks why would she remove her only brother? And I say don't know how you made that leap meaning why ask to be removed from the chat, what has that got to do with Facebook? He then removes himself from the group. The in-laws are also in the chat, they are on holiday and thank me for spoiling their holiday. So, am I the asshole? Info why did your wife really remove him from Facebook? Not the asshole. Lol. What a dramatic family of in-laws. Don't envy you. You made this so much worse. There's only one thing to say and to say it on repeat I didn't take you out of the group you should check about what's wrong with your phone. The FB issue should not have been commented on. You should have said that you didn't know about that. Why are you speaking for your wife? You basically confirmed several things for him: one, that you're lying, two, that you and wife talk about him behind his back, and several others. Neither of these things might be true, but he is definitely going to believe them now. It is weird to unfriend your brother on Facebook. You should have told your Bill to talk to his sister about that as it's her Facebook. You stirred as much drama as your Bill did. ESH. Info why did your wife delete her brother of Facebook? Surely immediate family survive the friends list cull? You ask one question in the title, but really I think your question is about overall how you handled this. So not the asshole for inquiring why your Bill thought wife was removed. Kinda TA for your judgment, very mature mate, which is bound to make him defensive and shift the tone of the conversation. But really this seems to be a pretty minor thing. Your style of communication is pretty minimalist and confusing, so you aren't doing yourself any favors there either. Your in-laws seem like they want to be upset. ESH. How are grown adults involved in so much drama over social media group chats? This would be dumb but somewhat age-appropriate if you were teens still learning how to interact with others, but it's literally insane to spend your middle-aged golden years like this. I do have to ask, why would your wife delete her own brother off of Facebook unless she deleted Facebook altogether? I would understand if she was no contact, but that's not the case. She interacts with him in other ways clearly, so it actually is strange that she deleted him and he has valid feelings. Not the asshole, but I think there's more to this that your wife hasn't told you about. Normally, if you downsize your FB friends, you start with the old school friends you haven't seen for 20 years, not your siblings. Info can you double check the ages? This sounds very high school for y'all to be in your 50s. This is very confusing. So he assumed because his sister unfriended him, which could have been just a glitch but at best is its own issue, his wife got removed from a separate family chat. Why would he assume that? Not the asshole, but I'd say your wife maybe has to justify her decision to remove him from Facebook in some way. I'm not saying everyone you delete deserves a reason, but saying to you Bill she is downsizing is a BS excuse. I wouldn't accept it. There's more to it, man. Not the asshole, and what was any of it to do with you? Why couldn't he just talk directly to his sister? You not the asshole, but definitely weird of your sister to remove her brother just for the sake of downsizing, and even if it was months before, it's quite possible people don't notice it right away. Not the asshole, but your wife kinda sucks. In my experience, the only people who delete immediate family members are the drama llamas unless there is a strong reason or you are no contact. It just seems like a petty move. Not the asshole, but you commenting on why your wife removed him from your FB wasn't the smartest. I would take offense if someone decided that part of downsizing was getting rid of accounts of close family members. Kinda says, you are not important enough. Now you or your wife might not care about the FB thing, but your Bill clearly does, and or already had some issues connected to being included in things. Best to talk this out between you, your wife, Bill and Sil, or this will come up over and over again. ESH. It was enough to say the Sil was still in the Signal chat and you didn't remove her. The whole Facebook question was a landmine you walked right into. The correct answer in that situation was, I don't know. Why don't you ask her? I'd be upset if my sister removed me from her FB, but I'd ask her directly and not bother my Bill about it. You and your Bill both played into the family drama here. Not the asshole. Sounds like something's gone on between your wife and her brother, and he's trying his best to pull you into it. Personally, I'd have told him to grow up and whine to his sister, not you. Thumbs up. I agree that it is very rude to remove family or close friends from social media. Doesn't matter if you are downsizing, or even if you no longer use the app. Removing family and close friends is a slap in the face. How did you spoil their holiday? They need to resolve it with their kids. Not the asshole. So I went through this when I became tired of the memes a lot of family were posting. There was lots of drama when they realized they were unfriended. I honestly didn't think they would notice. But since then I have learned to unfollow instead. I don't have see their nonsense and Facebook doesn't tell them we are unfriendly. Highly suggest. Was this on FB Messenger? Only way the FB friends thing makes any sense. It was weird for her to remove him, and I don't believe you would do that to a brother-in-law without a pointed reason. Neither he nor I will ever believe the downsizing thing. I wanna say that hurt her for making this post which makes no sense without more context which you clearly don't want to give. My advice is to remove yourself from the chat. Not the asshole, but your in-laws are toddlers. Lamau, sorry about it. Maybe mention that the great unfriending happened months ago and outright ask why he's so bothered by it now. Not the asshole. I am confused. How are you spoiling the holiday? You didn't start this conversation, you didn't delete him or anyone else from the group chat, and you aren't the one that threw a temper tantrum. I really don't see how anybody could interpret this scenario as your fault. Not the asshole. This is clear and present technology-challenged Luddite syndrome. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Not the asshole. You said nothing but the truth as you saw it, at least in my opinion. You weren't rude or anything, perhaps a bit sarcastic, but no big deal. You also didn't create the drama. Bill and in-laws made that all by themselves. But I'm genuinely curious. Why was it even drama-worthy to begin with? Why is it so terrible that a family member unfollowed you from social media? I just don't understand the logic behind that. This is why I haven't been on FB for at least a decade. My life is so much better. ESH, after reading some of your comments, your Bill sounds like a nightmare of a person. However, you did not handle this situation well at all either. There was no need to bring in the FB stuff. Not the asshole. Sounds like your family are a bunch of drama llamas. Not the asshole. Tell your wife to talk to her brother. You are not, but if had a nickel for every family group chat that went sideways in my small circle, I'd be the proverbial. The apps work fine, let me be clear, the defect is in us. Not the asshole. Despite being family, this sounds like a whole lot of not your circus, not your monkeys. Your wife and her brother can sort their mess like the adults they're supposed to be.